Hi guys, my name is Caitlin, and in this video I just wanted to talk a little bit about generational trauma, specifically surrounding the lack of affection that I received when I was growing up. And for me, the lack of affection I received is normal. Like, I'm really talking about, like, people being touchy-feely. Like, I'm not a touchy-feely person, but I feel like it's because of the way that the way that I grew up. And basically what I wanted to say is just like, I don't remember much of my mom, telling me that she loved me or giving me, physical affection. And I've made peace with it. And I feel like as an adult, I can understand why that is. I feel like what I received in my childhood is likely very similar to what my mom experienced. And it's not to say that I didn't know that my mom loved me, or that I don't know that she loves me, because I do know that. Again, it's just, I guess, really what's happening lately and why I've been reflecting on it is more so, I'm not sure if it's because she's getting older or whatnot. I mean, it might be, but I find that she's wanting to be more affectionate. I feel like she's saying that she loves me more. She's wanting more hugs, and that's nice, but I also find myself being resistant when it comes towards returning that same energy, because she was my caretaker. And so it's for her, like, anybody can change. It's good for people to change. And I guess the thing really is, just, I guess, surrounding the resistance is, after her being one way for most of my life to having her now kind of being a different way, it's a little bit of a struggle for me, and it's just a little bit of a struggle, basically. And I don't really want to repeat that cycle for my kids. I haven't wanted to repeat that cycle for my own kids. Again, I have that self-awareness of certain things that happened in my childhood I want to do differently for them. And I'm just still a work in progress. So I think the biggest thing for me that I've tried to change about my own trauma is, I've definitely verbally try to communicate with my kids that, I love them, because although I know that my mom loved me, I didn't receive that. And I don't want my kids to have to question, if I love them or not. I do struggle. I feel like, I feel like struggle with the physical affection part of it. But like I said, I have that self-awareness and I am trying to improve it. And, obviously it's like when you're self-aware and you want to change, you want to do better, your kids will be better for it. Certain things won't get passed down. So I don't feel like I'm going to, heal all my trauma, but I do feel like there are certain things that my children won't have to experience because of that self-awareness and because the work that I've done on myself. So, and then another thing I wanted to say too is just, growing up, I guess something else that I wanted to do differently is like, I didn't really get to do any extracurriculars or any enrichment activities. Like, I don't really feel like my mom noticed anything that I might have been good at. But again, it's like I don't have a problem with it, because I feel like I can understand. I feel like I can understand why things were the way that they were. I mean, my mom was a single mom, working full time. To me, it just makes sense. But at the same time, me just wanting to do things different, I feel like I still am working on the financial stability aspect to be able to do certain things. But I feel like I personally have noticed the certain gifts that my children have. And so, when I am able to provide certain experiences for them, I would like to put them in things that will help them hone their gifts. And, when I was growing up, I don't really feel like I had much interest, or again, had the opportunity to explore and figure out what I was interested in. I feel like the thing that sticks out to me the most would be The Sims, but I feel like that kind of doesn't count because that's like a video game. I would say my first serious interest I discovered was when I was in high school, which was like sewing. Like, I really love making quilts and I want to get back to that one day, but the space that I'm currently in, I feel like just doesn't allow for it, because we're just kind of so tight together right now. But yeah, and I also wanted to say too, I feel like I've been able to kind of break out of that rat race mentality and the way that society typically do things. Like, I'm trying so hard, honestly, not to go back to that. Just being an entrepreneur, I feel like it's kind of difficult, honestly, with where the world is at today. But I'm very big on like not making excuses and not trying to complain. And so I just have to figure it out. And so it's just kind of like with me shifting my mindset and, you know, figuring out the way that, with me shifting my mindset and understanding that the way society is set up is not the way things should actually be, I'm happy to have that awareness, and I'm happy to be able to pass that down to my children so that I can let them know, like, you know, the key to in my opinion, the key to life is to follow your intuition. The key in life is to do what makes you happy. I feel like there's more opportunities if you follow what actually makes you happy. So, you know, I'm just happy that I can pass that mindset down to them and really just encourage them and support them, you know, when they become adults, that, you know, instead of really kind of figuring out the hard way like I did, take it from me and know that you can do whatever you want to do. You just need to be happy, and you just need to follow what your soul wants, not necessarily what you think you should do, because really our mind is just a tool. We really shouldn't be leading with it. And it's almost like I want to go off on a tangent about masculine and feminine energy, but we're not going to do that in this video. So that's pretty much it. You know, just I experienced a lack of affection growing up. I didn't really, I feel like, have the opportunity to explore my passions. But, you know, with that, I feel like, again, comes self-awareness. It comes with me understanding how I can be different for my children. And I just want to pass that on to them. So that's really it. If you know, have anything to add, or, you know, you want to share, or if you experience something similar, please let me know down below. And then I will see you guys in the next one.